This is the Mimaki 3DUJ553. This is our full color 3D printer. It's a large format printer capable of photorealistic output. This machine uses photopolymer resins. They're pre-pigmented. They start life as a liquid. They jet through a series of industrial inkjet heads, and then we UV cure them to a solid. The machine also jets a water-soluble support material. This material goes through the industrial inkjet heads. It's UV cured to a waxy type consistency, and then water is used after the print in order to dissolve it, so you're left with the final printed piece. The bed size on this machine is 20 inches by 20 inches by 12 inches. So you're able to do very large pieces, or you can do a series of smaller pieces to increase your efficiency. This machine uses a dual LED UV curing system. On the carriage itself, there's 2 LED lamps. So as the ink droplets are being placed, they're being cured to a solid using these 2 lamps. The 3DUJ553 also uses a flattening roller to ensure layer thickness. We have 4 different print modes on this machine. High speed at 42 microns, standard at 32 microns, and high quality at 22 microns. We also have a special mode for clear that's 19 microns. Inside the machine, there's a series of 5-liter ink tanks. The printer actually prints using the resins from those tanks. This way, you're able to change the external ink bottles while the machine is running. So the resins are supplied in 4.8-liter bottles for the support material, the clear and the white, and 1-liter bottles for the cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. The bottles are put into the system along with the ink chips, and then the ink is pumped from the external bottle into an internal ink tank. Another unique feature of this printer is the capping station. A series of silicone rubber gaskets seals around each head individually when the printer is not in use. This keeps the maintenance low, as it keeps any air, dust, or debris from getting into the print heads themselves. In addition, there's a silicone rubber wiper blade which will squeegee off any excess ink from each individual head. These 2 features together help to ensure low maintenance times and high uptime for printing. So I'll open the cover up while it's printing so you can get a better view of what's going on. So as the print carriage is going back and forth, you'll see the UV LED lamps illuminating on the left and right hand side. The flattening roller is in between the left hand lamp and the print carriage. The table itself is moving in and out, and at the same time it's moving in the Z-axis up and down. This is what gives us the different layer thicknesses. The movement of the bed is controlled by a series of ball screw drives. These are highly accurate and make sure that every droplet on the machine is placed exactly where it needs to go.
This is what a final printed bed looks like. These models were laid out in our 3D Link software in order to get an optimal print layout based off the bed size and the model size. The majority of the cured support material can just be broken off the model and thrown away in the trash. The remainder of the model can be put into an ultrasonic bath using water, heat, vibration, and detergent to remove the remainder of the support material. Once that is done, you're left with your final finished model. This is a great example of industrial or consumer prototyping. So this is a project that was done by Hussein Al-Moussawi for Adobe Substance using their Adobe Substance Painter software. The software was used not only for the color portion, but also to get the texture for the fabrics and for the rubber part of the sole. This is a great example of what the Mimaki 3DUJ553 can do for the collectible market. So this could either be short-run production or it could be a prototype piece. This was actually done by the artist Carlos Ortega using ZBrush. This was sculpted and printed out in 3 pieces. So you've got each of those wings is a separate piece. so that we were able to print this laying down flat and to maximize the print area of the bed. So having a 20 inch by 20 inch by 12 inch print area allows us to do larger pieces, but in some times like this you may want to separate those pieces in order to optimize faster build time. This is an example of a print that could be used in the museum or the antiquities market. So this is a 3,300-year-old bust of Nefertiti that was scanned by the Egyptian Museum and Papyrus Collection. That data was locked away for many years, and then an artist named Cosmo Wenman was able to get that data released into the world and can be used now under a Creative Commons license. So this is something that you could use to reproduce art pieces that could then be shown in different locations, or allowing museum guests to be able to actually handle the models. The automotive market is another group that was very quick to adopt 3D printing technology. So this is another sculpt done with Substance Painter for the texturing. The artist was Dixon Castro, and this is just showing a possibility for a design for either a video game car or a real-life prototype. It's a great way to, again, take something that you normally see in 2D and get it into the 3D world, where you can hold it in your hand and look at it from all angles and really get the feel of what an object will look and feel like. In the video game market, printing game assets is also a possibility. This is a zebra sculpt done by the artist Kevin Brunt from the game Metal Slug. It's a great opportunity to take what's traditionally a 2D artist rendering and turn it into a physical 3D object.